Welcome to CyberCEO, wherein we talk about how our cyberbackers helped our cyber CEOs take their businesses to the next level. CyberCEO is powered by Cyberbacker, the world's leading provider of admin support services from anywhere in the world to anyone in the world. Please visit our website www.cyberbacker.com for more details. All right, another awesome day here at Cyberbacker. My name is Jello. We're back with another episode of CyberCEO. And of course, we have a very special guest on the show right now. Alice, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thank you.
Yes, we are very excited to get this interview with you. So let's get the show on the road. To let you know, we have a lot of listeners who are also business owners just like you. So I need your help here, Alice. Can you introduce yourself to our audience, maybe starting off with what is your role in the business?
So I'm a realtor and I work with my husband, Brent. We work a little bit. We use our strengths. We're very opposite of each other. And he's normally out networking and I'm here doing all the work, all the paperwork, all the work, lead generation.
Oh, gotcha. So he's the one in the field, something like that.
He's in the field and he does lead generation, but I do it like
most of the time. Okay.
Yes.
So, Alice, I want to know, how long have you been in the business?
For 16 years.
16 years. Gosh, a lot of experience right there. Also, of course, how did you know about Cyberbacker? Did you hear from us through social media, or did someone refer you to us?
Well, we belong to Keller Williams and we're on a Pivot Shift Ahead group. It's a Zoom group that meets every morning. And somebody mentioned their Cyberbacker. And I asked, what's a Cyberbacker? And just tried it out because we were a little bit overwhelmed in our business. So,
of course. So you needed the virtual leverage. Is that right?
Right.
All right. Now, before partnering with your very own Cyberbacker, can you give me an average on, let's say, the hours that you work on a weekly basis?
Well, I definitely work 40 hours a week, sometimes more. At our age, we're easing into retirement. So we do like vacations. And as I've had my Cyberbacker, we've been on several.
So a lot of hours then, is that right? Just a lot of hours.
Yes, a lot of hours working. I can't tell you this, since we've had our Cyberbacker, our work has been more productive, and we could talk about that later, probably in another question.
Gotcha. Now, by the way, Alice, before partnering with your current Cyberbacker, did you ever have experience working with other virtual team members?
So then I started to look up virtual assistants, and you could find them. There's a couple what we thought were reputable places that we heard from other people. But when we interviewed the people, I did not feel 100% confident that I would be willing to give our business up to them. They did not seem that professional.
Not that professional. So talking about your Cyberbacker right now, Bernadette, how's everything going? Can you tell me something about her? Let's say personality-wise, things like that.
Oh, I love Bernadette. And in our interviews, I could tell right away. We had a lot of connections when I went to interview her, and we knew right away that we wanted her. But then Cyberbacker still made me interview the other candidates, which I thought were good. We had few different interviews, but then on this particular one, when we saw Bernadette, we did interview the other candidates, and we just feel very confident with Berna. She likes to be called Berna. So we've really enjoyed her.
All right. That's awesome news for us to hear, of course, that you're having a great experience with your current Cyberbacker. Now, again, before partnering, being with Bernadette, did you ever believe in the idea of something like this, virtual leverage?
No, I really didn't. I did not.
So didn't really believe in the idea. But right now, everything is going great with Bernadette, right?
Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm. Now, I want to know more about your partnership with Bernadette, your Cyberbacker. What are the things that she does on a daily basis that really help you focus on the business?
So lately, she's been doing current market analysis for us, or equity analysis, where she has access to our MLS, and she has a list of people that we're targeting, old past clients. We have a list of expireds. And so every day she gives me 3 different equity analysis or CMAs, and with the letters that I've already pre-programmed that she adds in and I print out. So that is a lot of time right there that all I have to do is print and write a little note, put it in the mail, and it's done.
So she really saves you a lot of time right there then, just that task. Is that right?
Oh, just in that task. And right now, as we're shifting our current market, we're focusing on listings. And so if she's getting me geared up, I don't feel like I'm falling behind. So I love that. I have time to do other things while she's preparing the CMAs and my letters, and just gives me a lot of extra time.
Yes. Now, of course, her growth is not going to stop. She's going to continue growing in the partnership. So what are some of the new things or the new tasks that you're considering to have her do in the future for the business?
Oh, I didn't think of new tasks. We are developing, we are working together. She also helps us when we have multiple offers to organize all of those offers for us in a Google Drive. And she makes them all systematic, so when I show my seller, everything's in order, that is all day task, all day or several days of getting all the offers ready to go, etc. And so she helps us with that. For something new, Brent and we try to grow every day. And I do a lot of special training. So I always think of her in the back of our trainings to see how I can leverage her.
Yes, of course. That's very exciting because, again, growth is very important because, especially in real estate, you really learn something new every day. You learn new skills as well, right?
Right.
Yes.
Right.
I forgot to ask you, Alice, how long have you been partnered with Bernadette?
Well, since last August, but I have to say, oh my goodness, I have to say that when we partnered with her, we went on vacation, our Bahamas vacation for our 40th anniversary that was, changed because of COVID. So her first month, we were on vacation and we were recovering from vacation. And I also had my sister passed this year. And so many times I would tell Bernadette, I'm going to the hospital, and she would pick up the slack. And so that's right when we were getting to know each other. As a matter of fact, my sister passed on Bernadette's birthday. And I just feel like there's a lot of special moments that we have missed with each other, but we're picking up the slack and we're moving on. So I can't say that I have been that faithful of a supervisor to Bernadette because I've had a lot of distractions.
Course, but the most important thing is that you're moving forward and you're building on the partnership with Bernadette, right?
Exactly. And I'm okay with that.
Yes. Now, I want to know, of course, every partnership might have these little issues, challenges is what they call them. But did you have any growth opportunities working with Cyberbacker?
Well, she does a lot of our graphic design, or she sets up stuff for us. So I'm growing because I'm not sitting trying to figure out command. I'm not trying to put a postcard together. And so I haven't seen, I don't know how to word this because it's not a negative statement. I haven't seen a lot of extra growth, but maybe I have, because again, I've had a lot of distractions and we are on a roll and we are on a routine. And I believe that it happens slowly and then suddenly. So that's what we're doing. We're getting the CMAs out every day. She's been sending postcards. Well, I have to send them, but she gets them all organized for me. And I'm sending postcards. Now we're on our 4th month of doing that. And so I think all those little steps will lead to sudden success.
Yes, I love that. That's sudden success, of course. Now, one last question for you, Alice. As I mentioned earlier, we have a lot of listeners who are also business owners just like you. So what piece of advice would you be able to give them when they're partnering with their very own Cyberbacker?
Oh, that's a tough, when they're partnering with their Cyberbacker. Well, with Bernadette, I think she's a lot smarter than me. Or what advice would I give? It's a tough question. Well, for me and Keller Williams, I don't know how many other businesses use Cyberbacker, but we have a system called Command, and I just don't know how to follow that. And so Well, I know with Bernadette, when I ask her to do a task, and if she didn't know, she partners with you that know that. I don't know if you deal with any other businesses that use a different system, but I feel confident that I don't have to know it all. And the advice that I give is if you could use a Cyberbacker, especially in Keller Williams and in command, just trust the process and, give it up. I give it up. Bernadette designs everything. I don't micromanage her. I pretty much am comfortable with that. Does that answer your question?
Yes, that does, of course. Again, just trusting the process and, of course, just partner with a Cyberbacker that you can trust because, of course, the match is very important because you're going to be working with this person every day of the week, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Now, I forgot to tell you, Alice, that Berna, your Cyberbacker, is listening to us right now. Would you want to give her a quick shout out or any message you'd like to give out on the show?
Oh, don't. I'll start crying. I love Berna. You know what? She always answers my texts. I always tell her, don't answer any questions before your shift starts. But she's always conscientious of our business and she always gives us grace when we don't talk to her for a day. I always text her and just say, oh, Berna, we're out in the field. We're doing this. And she always just reminds me, I'm here for anything. And if we give her a task, it gets done. And, we're very happy with her. So hi, Berna.
There we go. So Berna is not just your Cyberbacker. She's like your accountability partner as well.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. She's always asking, how could I serve you? She reaches out to me and I like that.
Of course. Again, she's not just a Cyberbacker. She's your partner in growth. Now, Alice, we really appreciate you being on the show today. I hope we can do this again within the next few months.
Well, thank you very much. It was my pleasure.
Have a great day. I'll talk to you real soon. Thank you for listening to our daily dose of CyberCEO. Stay tuned to know more about how Cyberbacker creates a difference in this digital time and age. You can visit our website www.cyberbacker.com and follow our social media pages on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Spotify.